Well, good morning, everybody. It's December 30th, 2024. And guess what? It's the favorite time of our week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everybody. My name's Paul.
Good morning. This is Bev.
Good morning, Bev. The
Morning,
last
Paul.
Monday show of 2024. We did it another
Wow,
year.
crazy. How'd that happen?
Yes, sir. How did it happen? so, so we just wanted to take a wrap up a few things, clean up, put everything in a nice little bow, put it into the capsule, and we just wanted to tell you that we are grateful for all your support in this past year. And we want to thank
Yes.
all of you out there for sharing BioTouch with your family, with your friends, incorporating it into your business, your clients, sharing it. And we're just grateful that our vision is continuing to grow, which
Right.
we'll talk about it when we talk about what's our resolution. Well, we've had it for 35 years, and we're going to continue that for 2025.
Yep.
So let's go over a few things. Let's clean up some of the little loose ends. And one of the ones that came up recently was, well, how are you guys doing financially? People get a little freaked out because we don't charge at the center. We have an entire board that doesn't get paid. We have an entire staff that doesn't get paid.
Right.
You and I, as co-executive directors, don't get paid. Now, I've never been paid a penny for 35 years. People are sort of blown away. Sometimes they think,
I
who
know.
is that guy? Is he the mailman or something? If I come in and go out. Um,
How
and,
blessed are you, huh?
yeah, yeah. So, we're grateful for that. And I know for Bev and I, we've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to let this be our service,
Yep.
and to have enough of our own personal cash flow to be able to offer this freely. But it doesn't mean people don't charge. We have many practitioners around the world who have made a
Yes.
business about it. Eileen locally, BioTouch Dove Mountain, Katie with the White Mountains, Michaela
Yep.
in Germany, different people around the world, Hala
Yep.
in Egypt, Raba in Egypt, different people are trying to subsidize their own personal income by sharing BioTouch. Saying that doesn't negate the power of BioTouch, does it?
Nope. Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
So, one of the questions came to, yeah, well, how can the foundation make it? And you had a really good answer. How does it make it if it doesn't charge at $48 still for a class? How can you guys do that?
Nothing's changed. Well, my crazy answer to that is I've felt this for a very long time because I've thought about that question. What is it? You've never been in the red? Just I think for me, like I've said so many times, this is a divine gift to humanity, and I truly think that in if you look at that, you and I, and this whole foundation, the board, we have been keeping this with our vision and giving it out, and I think we are somehow protected, supported, something greater than the sum of us, because seriously, this is a very important, loving, worthwhile, life changing modality that is here now to help us move forward. And I really think that that is why you've had all this success. It's been slow, of course it is, because BioTouch is cutting edge. I'll just say it. It's cutting edge because of its simplicity, its message, its accessibility, its adaptability, the fact that every single one of us already has within us the ability to learn it to share it in our lives and share it with each other. This goes way beyond just a, little weekend thing. This is something that I truly believe is supported from whatever, but
Right.
we are protected. Yes.
And, people have freely shared it. This woman just came in. She took the class, I think, in 1999, she said. And
Wow.
she lives here in Tucson. And she told us that when she learned it, she went to, I think it was Zambia, the poorest country in Africa, and set up foster care facilities, but was doing BioTouch. They had terrible medical care, if any.
Oh,
And
yes.
she would
Oh,
do
yes.
BioTouch with them. And they thought she was this master healer and stuff, where she just
Oh,
sort of laughed because she said, well, part of why they got better is we were able to bring food in so they could eat at least a couple of times a day instead of once every
right.
3 days. But she shared BioTouch freely for all those years down there. And
Oh,
that was
God
such
love
an
her.
inspiration to know. We never even knew about that. So
Right.
who knows how much BioTouch is
Who
being
knows what's
shared?
going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's our goal. We don't need to know. We're just asking all of you to step up and keep sharing it the way you have been. Some of the accomplishments that based on that, we just got approved by what's called the National Alliance of Energy Practitioners.
Yeah.
You can become a certified energy practitioner, which we've always sort of kept ourselves out of the energy practitioner modality, but
Hmm.
that's where they throw BioTouch, and so we stepped it up. Eileen sort of nudged us to get into that. She's our first BioTouch energy practitioner certified. That's available to certified practitioners. We were accepted into that. That's a national group that's, you'll
Yeah.
see that more and more in the same way as massage therapists had to get certified. So we've also
Right.
been approved by the National Certification Board for therapeutic massage and body work. And we've also been approved again by the California Board of Registered Nurses to give CE credits to nurses. Also, we've received and we started working this year with Mary in Nigeria, who, if you've been
Yes.
seeing those little 2-minute clips of these shows, she's been doing an awesome job.
She really has.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we, along with those, have been using this $10,000 a month grant from Google to do Google ads. And
Lovely.
we've been working with this organization that's helped us get, I think we get at least 5,000 visitors to our site. And
It's
so
really
we're
made a
all,
difference.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we're always trying to tweak it. So if you have ideas on how we can tweak our site to make it better, accessible, there's so much information on our website. Even web
Yeah.
designers are like, I can't believe how much information you. Well, our purpose is now that AI is coming, and I had this vision 30 years ago. Put as much information on our site as we can so when
Yeah.
AI is out there looking for answers on what to do for earaches or what to do for this or that, BioTouch will pop up as a simple healing technique that you can do in conjunction with whatever healthcare you're using.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so we've been using that grant and we use almost the whole $10,000 a month.
I know. Hey, that's what it's there for.
Yeah. And what you coordinated with Eileen on cleaning up the center, redesigning the center, yeah?
Yeah, what the board, we decided that we are a international educational foundation. Our job is to teach BioTouch to humanity. And the board decided, well, it's time that the heart of this foundation, which is in Tucson, Arizona, needs to reflect that global presence. And so what did we do? We've decided to physically change that center, and we've been doing it, and I can say it's done, and it looks amazing, and
Yeah.
everybody that comes in just like can't believe what a difference. It's clean, it's everything is very uh, coordinated and organized, and this is moving forward into 2025. I think the space is just going to open up for all kinds of possibilities as BioTouch helps us do in our lives. So yes, that was a big one, I think, for
And
us.
that's funny too. Somebody came into the center and said, "Oh, you got a new sign out in front," and basically it says International Headquarters. Well, it's been there for at least 2 or 3 years.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
funny that we created the internal space for that, and somebody finally noticed the sign on the front, International Headquarters
right.
for the International Foundation of Bio. Interesting how that's
Yeah.
happening. So we're
Oh
really
yeah.
trying to grow on the global scale where we've
Yes.
had a couple of really nice step ups. We had that article in Germany where
Hmm.
250 people went out and got the manual. Michaela's had a couple of classes. We also have weekly postings by Hala in
Oh,
Egypt,
she's so
who
amazing.
does amazing, amazing
What a
articles.
courageous, loving soul she is.
Yeah, and really stepping it up with and having some amazing testimonials.
Oh,
Sometimes it's hard to do the translate button because BioTouch comes up beach or or something like
I
that.
know.
but really nice for those who speak the language out there, the Arabic
Yeah.
language, and she's just really and she has a whole WhatsApp feed that she does with people. I get all the postings, but I can't translate it. So I showed
Right.
it once to my dentist who spoke Arabic, and she read it to me. And oh, well, that's interesting.
Wow. Oh, hey, nice to know
Yeah.
what she's saying.
That's those are some of the things, and so we wanted to share with you. Take a little moment here to share the some of our pictures of our folks that have been volunteering this year. That little picture you're seeing there, the helix of the two fingers. That's such a perfect photograph of what we're
Oh, yeah.
really doing with BioTouch. And science is just beginning to figure out the power of those two fingers and the power of touch.
Oh,
And
boy.
so
Yep.
our board, these people on the board, Anne and who's the next one on here? There's Bev. You saw me. These people have all dedicated through Bev's the president. There's Eileen, and we're able to meet uh, every couple of weeks. Actually, there's Kai from Illinois that's come back onto the board. We're really grateful for
Yes.
that.
Yes,
And
we
then
are.
our staff. All these people show up every week. Bruce been showing up for years. These people come and they donate their time. There's Ann. She
Yeah,
also comes in once a week. We're grateful for them. Yeah, there's Bev. She
we
comes in once
are.
a week. They offer the reason that we offer, as Connie does, that we can offer our sessions on a donation basis where we don't have to charge. And people always ask, don't they? There's Lorraine. Well, how much do you think I should leave? What's the usual?
I know.
Don't you get asked that a
Oh,
lot?
that's what I mean. It's like, okay, we're being reprogrammed to just,
Right. There's
become self-aware, right?
Suzanne from Wyoming. She comes down in the summer. And then
Yep.
here's quite a few of our global people. Here's Amy, who's locally. And these people have dedicated themselves. Many of them have created their own business. They offer it as part of their particular practice that they do. They do classes, or they just share it with people freely in their community. And we're
Yep.
always supportive of that. And if you'd like to be part of that community, please let us know. It's really easy. You can take a practitioner training. You can also do it online
Hmm.
at your own pace, right? And we give you an
Yeah.
individual instructor. There's Chris from New Mexico, Connie again locally, and in her little community that she lives with.
Yeah.
There's Dave. He's actually up the road right now, but he's moving to New Mexico.
Yeah.
There's Deborah. She's on the road in her little RV sharing BioTouch. And there's Deborah, who never know where Deborah's at. But I think she's located, but she's here. Uh, there's there's Turkey there. There's Eileen here locally with BioTouch Dove Mountain. Uh, there's Elizabeth there from Mexico. So, we really have a presence. Erlen comes back into town every so often. Sometimes
Yep.
he's up in Alaska playing in the. There's Fatos from Turkey also. And, it's just Ferial. She's been with us for a long time from the Netherlands.
Oh,
Yoga teacher out there and presents. Gail, who's down in Sarita, she's one of probably the longest surviving
yeah. Oh, yeah.
practitioners.
Definitely.
There's Jenny, who still practices BioTouch on me.
Yes.
Hala from Egypt. We really appreciate all the work she's doing. Howard's up there in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. He's been with us for a really long time.
Howard's right up there with Gail.
Yeah. And John, he's out there in Connecticut. Katie's up there in the White Mountains. And we really appreciate the work she's doing. There's Kai again with her cute little smiling face.
Yes.
Karen, she's here locally. She came down from Prescott, and she's getting ready to share more BioTouch. Lena here locally, and there's Lorraine locally, and we'll talk more about her with the Dreamcatcher behind her. She's the one
Right.
behind that. Michaela from Germany. So these are just amazing folks
They are.
That have just stepped up to really help us. There's Michelle, who also has her own particular business, does a lot of other kinds of healing techniques, and incorporates BioTouch into her programs. And a lot of these practitioners, though there's Raba from Egypt. Though people don't necessarily only do BioTouch, they certainly suggest that people come to see us. There's Sally. She used to bring us to her nursing. She was a nursing teacher. There's Sherilyn out there in Oklahoma. Yeah, isn't that Oklahoma? Yeah,
Missouri, Oklahoma. Yep.
Oh, Missouri.
Yep.
To
close.
me, it's all the same over there. It's like
They pretty much are.
yeah. So those are our global practitioners, and there's many more on there. It's not showing Tony in Massachusetts, who's also done
She's
a lot of work,
amazing.
in practices. There's the last group of people that just got certified: Hortensia, Sandra from Florida, and Carol out there in Massachusetts offering it in her community. So we're looking forward to working with all of them here in 2025 to try and get BioTouch out there more.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
do we have a resolution for 2025?
We don't make resolutions, do we?
What do we make? BioTouch.
We dedicate ourselves all year round to our vision.
That it is, our vision. And so and we try to live that vision in the present moment. That's our resolution, is to live in the present moment, which BioTouch helps us do. The minute you do that greeting, you're like sucked into the present moment with that other person. And so to go over our vision, to encourage all people to take responsibility for their own health care, empower them to assist others, and create a community of people worldwide dedicated to service, self-awareness, and recognizing the equality of all humanity, thus forming a chain which shall go on indefinitely.
A universal concept, as I said.
Universal concept.
This is where we really want to be. This is what we're capable of. That vision says it. This is humanity in its beauty. Yeah.
So join us. We know you've joined us in the past. Join us in the 2025 and beyond. Share these videos with your friends, with your family. Let's really get this vibration of healing out there to people this year.
Definitely.
Let's do that. Let's share it freely. You got little 1-minute clips, 2-minute clips you can send to people. People can handle 2 minutes. They can't necessarily handle a whole 20 minutes listening to Bev and I, but you can handle a couple of minutes.
Little bit at a time.
Little bit at a time. And so we do have a training coming up in January, and we do have a nice workshop coming up with Michael Alyssa Smotherman, who's going to talk about addiction recovery. And we're grateful for all of you. Thank you for joining us all these months, days, and we'll see you in 2025.
We will.
Thank you all. And we're grateful for Horace and his songs that he's created for BioTouch. So,
yes.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Days in and days out, space and time is all about feeling pressure with the pain, in sunshine or in the rain. Living is a place in mind, giving is being kind, and the pain is too much. What we need is BioTouch. When I'm touching you, you are touching me. It's a simple thing to do and a natural way to be.